with grace. Overflow is your reward. Walk it out, abundance is yours. Oh, you can change it every time. Hope and faith, they realign. You're not stuck, not anymore. 'Cause girl, abundance is yours.
Hi everyone, this is Julie Loughlin with Divine Abundance, here to share with you just a little bit of a framework of what this show is going to be about now, today, and also in the future. When Elena Rodriguez approached me about the aspect of Prospera TV and being able to create a streaming service, I jumped at the opportunity. Something that I've practiced in my current business, which is in the financial world, financial advising through Breathe Capital Planning. And just the other years of consulting business that I've had, one thing that I've always practiced across the board has been a positive mindset. So Divine Abundance, the show that I'm going to be producing, will be about just that. It'll be about positivity, mindset, the ability of people to shift from one self-limiting belief to a very positive belief, which allows them to flourish, as well as the opportunity that many business owners have taken to pivot from an existing paradigm that no longer served them to something that was very exciting for them. So we are going to, over the next several weeks, we're going to be having a weekly show in which we will be talking about mindset, positivity, how do you create positivity and healthy habits, and how do you become unstuck from a life that no longer feels aligned with you? It'll be a combination of me talking through some of the segments, as well as me interviewing business owners that I personally know that have pivoted into the career or into their business of their dreams. So thank you for joining me today, and welcome to Divine Abundance. So when you think about a positive money mindset, oftentimes people get stuck. They start to believe, well, this is just who I am, or this is how I was raised, or my parents believe this, so now I believe this. That's just some things that we tell ourselves to pretty much let ourselves off the hook. When you want to really shift your mindset, there's a couple of steps that you can actually follow that would allow you to do that. One thing is to take a look at currently what I believe, does it serve me? For instance, I'll give you an example of something that I hear quite often. I'm just not good with money. Well, that is just something that you are telling yourself. And then what you tell yourself, the universe mirrors back to you. So you get it reflected back to you in the fact that you never make progress with your money situation. If you want to address that, say you came to us, or you just in your mind today, you said, I really want to address that self-limiting belief. How would you do that? Well, the first step that you would take is the possibility of a reframing. And what I mean by that is you take the negative belief, whatever it is, which is, we'll use the example of, I'm just not good with money. And you reframe that into, I'm learning how to understand my money, and I'm creating a new strategy with it. So as you can see, you took what was that very negative self-limiting belief and you turned it into a really positive thing. Basically, we call it a reframing. Another step that oftentimes, as people are trying to change their lives, whether it's, reestablishing themselves after a divorce, or, transitioning from a loss of a loved one. Unfortunately, two things that I personally experienced. What are some things and some ways that you can create a mindset that basically helps you produce a really positive impact on your life? One thing that the experts will tell you is, in order to really have a positive experience every single day, the best thing you can do is be grateful every single day. So oftentimes, as I'm working with clients, I advise them, hey, start with an attitude of gratitude. In fact, this is something that I practice every single day. It's actually a little binder, a little notebook that I have by my bed. And every single day when I wake up, I basically write down 3 things that I'm really grateful for. It can be whatever. It can be the super hot weather that we're experiencing now. I'm super grateful for it because I happen to love great weather, great hot weather. It can be, I'm really grateful for this wonderful cup of iced coffee right now because it's refreshing to me and it's just what I wanted. Or it could be something really profound, like I'm really incredibly grateful for my child's health and well-being. So whatever it is in that moment that you feel really grateful for, one way that will help you to continue to reinforce shifting your self-limiting beliefs from negativity to positivity is to create a gratitude journal. So that is, step 2. That is something that we can really embrace, creating a gratitude journal. Again, let's go back and talk about some of the skills that we've already experienced and talked about today. The reframing, right? Step 1 is the reframe. Taking yourself off the hook by just saying, "Well, I'm just not good with this," or "I just can't do this." Those are words that you really want to eliminate out of your mind and out of your framework. Can't or shouldn't or any of those words, we're gonna X those. Those are not words that we're gonna put into our vocabulary. We're going to tell ourselves that we can do things. We can do all the hard things. We can get where we wanna go in life. I have helped hundreds of people now at this point in my career overcome self-limiting beliefs and overcome repeating negative patterns to create the life that they've wanted to live. I myself will use my own life as an example, was not happy in the job that I was in. Wasn't that the job was bad or that the company was bad. In fact, they were fabulous, and I learned a ton from that experience. But it was no longer aligned with where I was going in the direction that I wanted to head. It was taking me too far away from my son on a regular repeating basis. And the day that I had to get on a flight to fly to Texas, it happened to be his 7th birthday. And it was time for me to pivot. My career and my life just weren't matching up anymore. So I made a conscious decision to make a change. And at any point in time, any one of us can make those decisions to make those changes. You're not stuck. So again, the reframe, the journal of gratitude, and taking action. So these three steps in sequence, really reframing or letting go of self-limiting beliefs. Another way to let go of a self-limiting belief is to actually write out all these self-limiting beliefs that you may have and actually rip them up or burn them. Really get them out of your space. Once you've eliminated those self-limiting beliefs, you can then have this new relationship that you'd like, whether it's a relationship with money, a relationship with your spouse, a relationship with self, you can make the changes. So step 1, again, releasing, letting go, or reframing those self-limiting beliefs into a positive, your gratitude journal. And then another thing that I practice every day is prayer. I pray for everything. I pray for our country. I pray for the financial markets. I pray for people, individuals that I know, business owners that I know, my family, our leaders in this country, our leaders in corporations, our leaders in hospitals. I pray for all of them. So again, gratitude, prayer, and also meditation. Meditation is something that I resisted for years, but I had a wonderful coach. I'm going to give her a shout out right now, Beth Lynch, who is a person that does practice meditation and teaches others to understand meditation. How I describe meditation is really just an intense prayer. It's an opportunity for you to get into deep thought, into a place where you're releasing, self-limiting beliefs, where you're letting yourself off the hook and you're creating an opportunity to just be one with yourself and commune with God. So meditation gets kind of a funny rap out here, but even if you just did a 5-minute meditation where you actually just centered yourself, think about it, starting your day with prayer, journaling of gratitude, and a 5-minute meditation. How different would your life be if you started your day every single day like that? I would venture to say it would be profoundly different. So these are things that we can do to really break through these paradigms of feeling stuck, of these self-limiting beliefs. This will allow us to do this. Another thing to do is to recognize negative patterns. When you're thinking about, why am I not achieving XYZ goal? Or how come this hasn't happened for me yet? You have to kind of check in with yourself. Well, do I believe I can do it? That's the question many people don't ask themselves. Like they want to make a quantum change in, let's say, their health and nutrition. And they try to put all the steps in place and try to do all the things, whether it's food prepping and working out and all of those things. But if they don't believe that they can actually do it, they will never achieve that. I personally have experienced this, personally going through this. I was wise enough to take a pause, take a time out, and hire coaches to help me. So sometimes the coach needs to be coached. And don't be afraid to ask for help and look for the resources that you need to help you break through certain self-limiting beliefs.
Thank you for watching Prospera TV Network. We hope you're enjoying the show. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
I was wise enough to take a pause, take a time out, and hire coaches to help me. So sometimes the coach needs to be coached. And don't be afraid to ask for help and look for the resources that you need to help you break through certain self-limiting beliefs. Recognizing a negative pattern audit is really powerful. Flipping that into, a positive pattern versus a negative is an incredible thing to do. Then the next step is to really, as you're thinking about shifting your mindset, what are some other things that would help me get there? And oftentimes, as I'm helping people, achieve tremendous success in their business or in life in general, some things that we talk about is the version of yourself that you're aspiring to be. What does that version look like? Visualize yourself as that version, ideally in the future. What are the habits that version of that person has? Are the habits that you're partaking in every single day, are they the same habits that person would be partaking in? As you visualize that person of the future or person that you ascend to be, think about, what is that person doing every day? How do they wake up every day? What are the habits that they've installed? Who do they have around them? Who do they not have around them? Clearing your space energetically and making sure that you have the right people on your boat or on your team is so essential. I know you've all heard the saying that you want to have all the oars rowing in the right direction. You want to make sure the team that you surround yourself with are the people that are going to take you to where you want to go. And if you need to make a change with that, then you do so. You can also think about, when we're talking about language, what language is so powerful. My business partner and I are very keyed in on the power of language, and we're very intentional and careful with the language that we use in our core business. When you reframe your language, it gives you a level of freedom. And this is what I mean by that. You can change "I have to "I get to," or "I'm blessed to." So instead of, putting yourself into a space where it's, all negative and I have to do this and I have to do that, or you can say to yourself, I'm blessed that I have the opportunity to get up and run my own business every single day. This is something that I tell myself every day. I wasn't in this space 10 years ago. So it's a blessing. It isn't like I have to, oh, woe is me, drudgery. No, let's reframe and retrain our mindset. Keeping power words visible is incredibly helpful too. Words like possible, strength, growth, clarity, momentum. A little exercise that I've practiced often, even with my own child, is putting his goals everywhere. So it was his goal and his ambition to be able to compete at a Division I level in wrestling. For a period of time, for the last several years, we kept that goal in front of him every single day. He would write it out. He would have it on his phone. He would basically keep notes for himself to basically say, this is something that I'm going to achieve. It was incredibly powerful. And I'm, blessed to tell you today that he's achieved that goal. By having that goal in front of you all of the time, you'd be amazed at what you can achieve. Oftentimes, when my business partner and I are working on a large scale goal, whether it's a revenue goal or a client count goal or just a personal goal that we're working on, we actually take our sticky notes and we keep that goal everywhere. It's in our notebooks, it may be on our computer screens, it may be on our rear view mirror in our car. Keeping the goal in front of you is critical. So that is something to consider. I want to talk also about, as part of this steps that you can take to create a really positive environment for yourself, to create positive mindset, is also designing your life with intentionality. What do I mean by that? You have to let go of your past. So you are not your past, and your past is not you. You are your pattern. And you can change the pattern and change your life. So the patterns that we continue to repeat and repeat is actually what keeps us stuck. If you want to change your life, you need to change the pattern. I want to just talk about maybe an exercise journal that you could partake in. Think about this, get your notebook out and actually your pen ready, and think to yourself, if I fully believed in myself and my ability to create the life that I want, what would I start doing today? Not tomorrow, not next week, not next Monday, not after July 1st. If I fully believed in myself and my ability to create the life I want, what would I start doing today? And then just let the pen and paper flow. Let that come out. That will help you tap into what are the things that you need to start doing today that's going to take you to the life that you ultimately want, or to the mindset or to the space that you want to create for yourself. Just in closing, and thank you for staying with me for today's episode. This has been so fun. Episode 1 of Divine Abundance. So let's think about this. What did we talk about? Your thoughts create your results, right? And any one of us at any time has the power to change your thinking. Small mindset shifts can lead to massive life changes. My life is a testament to this. My son and where he is in life is a testament to this. He did small incremental changes every single day consistently to get him to where he wanted to be in his continuum, which obviously I'm so proud of. You don't attract what you want, you actually attract who you are. So as you think about that, as the energy that you put out into the world, is it taking you where you want to go? Are you attracting the people to you that you want in your life? My prayer every single morning is that, please, God, put the people on my path that I'm meant to help, that I'm uniquely meant to help. Please put them on my path. And you'd be amazed as you put those prayers into action and then back it up with intentionality, what can change and what can happen in your life. So my call to action, and I'm going to have a call to action after every episode, is to commit to one mindset shift today and watch your life transform. So think about it. What is one thing or one area of your life that you really want to shift right now? Let's go back and take the steps. You can let go of self-limiting beliefs by writing them down, ripping them up, burning them. That's one idea. You can reframe those self-limiting beliefs. So on one side, you have your self-limiting beliefs, you flip it over and you reframe every single one of those self-limiting beliefs into a positive. You also can envision the life of your dreams and envision yourself of the future, what you're ascending to, your highest version of yourself. What would that person look like, smell like, talk like, dress like? What would they be doing every single day? And what are the habits that that person has every day? And can you get yourself in alignment with those habits to create that monumental change that you're looking for? Then being intentional with your life. By shifting your patterns, you can shift your life. So thank you for being here with us today on Divine Abundance. Next week, I'm looking to do an interview of an amazing person in business who has, broken through some paradigms and actually created the life that they've always wanted. Thank you and have a great day.
You got purpose, you got fire. He's the spark that lifts you higher. You were made for joy, made for more. It's time to walk through heaven's door. The world is yours, take your place. Every dream aligned with grace. Overflow is your reward. Walk it out, abundance is yours. Oh, you can change it every time. Hope and faith, they realign. You're not stuck, not anymore. 'Cause girl, abundance is yours. This is your Prospera era, where dreams align with grace. Abundance flows like rivers. You've stepped into your place. Rise, reign, and remember, you were born to shine. Welcome to your moment, Prospera, it's time.
We hope you enjoyed today's show on Prospera TV Network. Make it a point to visit us on YouTube and catch all your favorite shows anytime you want. Interested in hosting a show of your own? Or advertising your business on our network? Contact Elena Rodriguez.
Oh, 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 from lost to light, from fear to flight. This is your moment, abundance is calling, let's go. They said it's over, but girl, you rise. With fire in your soul and truth in your eyes. You've been walking through the dark, but now it's clear. The promise was always waiting here. You got purpose, you got fire. He's the spark that lifts you higher. You were made for joy, made for more. It's time to walk through heaven's door. The world is yours, take your place. Every dream aligned with grace. Overflow is your reward. Walk it out, abundance is yours. Oh, you can change it every time. Hope and faith, they realign. You're not stuck, not anymore. 'Cause girl, abundance is yours. Yeah, you used to question every step you take. But now you're moving in kingdom faith. Kingdom faith. Jeremiah 29's in view. He's got plans for peace just for you. You got purpose, you got fire. He's the spark that lifts you higher. This ain't luck, it's divine design. So show the world it's your time to shine. The world is yours, take your place. Every dream aligned with grace. Overflow is your reward. Walk it out, abundance is yours. Oh, you can change